room?
This is my dream room. My room of dreams.
The Tom
Right, so what do we have here?
So this is a really quick mock-up of one of the community ones, just testing out some functionality. So this is a MOA that kind of hides behind some shields.
Oh my.
Nice.
and launches some Jackal missiles in the air.
Right, so here we're dealing with, again, like you said, reuse of assets, but just to get the actual concept working.
Exactly. So he has some Grineer shields on him.
Yeah, so we'll kind of start off like this with a very, very rough prototype using existing assets just to see is the gameplay going to be fun?
Right.
Is he going to work? What do we need to change?
Uh-oh.
And also what assets? Whoa! What happened?
What have you done?
Nice.
So keep in mind if you're
Breakdancing
watching.
MOA.
See, this could be a feature. Like you can blow up in your face.
This is Tom's sandbox, and it's all work in progress. What you're seeing right now. Just don't be scared.
Jump attack.
People are saying we need this in the dojo. We need a little spawn room like this. We should totally do that. People have been asking that forever.
That would be
Oh
great.
yeah, like the
Great.
gun test room or
Yes.
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shooting range.
Chat just exploded with if we need that.
But that was a good example. Like I just created a quick behavior where he hunkers down and shoots. But in reality, we'd want this guy to be able to move when he's doing that. So we'd probably create a special crouch posture and not make the shield attachments, but actually part of his body.
Sure.
But it kind of creates a starting point for us to discuss it with the character guys and with the AI guys and the animators.
Awesome. All right.
So here's a quick wrap up of the Juggernaut that was one of the community designs, just a quadruped. So he's kind of creating this poison rain that he'll fire at you.
No, not the bubble rain. Oh no. Right to the health too. Yeah, that's going to bypass your shields like no one's business.
God mode.
Don't, your health is going to get proc.
Yeah, so that's just a quick wrap up of the Juggernaut. So obviously still rough. He doesn't have that immunity on his front yet.
Right.
But to just kind of showcase one of his main attacks, which is that really cool poison rain kind of mortar ability that he has.
Awesome. What else?
And
do
just
we have?
making a massive quadruped is kind of fun too. So here's this is going to be the new Infested Drone that's coming out. And this guy, his main thing is he'll bring crawlers into battle.
Oh.
And then drop them off.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it kind of because one of the issues with the crawlers is they don't move very fast. They're kind of easy to avoid. So
Yeah.
this should help bring them into proximity.
Right. This was actually one of the design submissions as well in the thing. He was.
it was, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
He flies
Yeah, there
in.
you go, yeah.
It was very close. He brings and drops guys in.
So once he's dropped off, then he kind of farts out poison clouds
Yes.
every once in a while.
It's
So
okay.
he'll charge past you and fart out a cloud. And
Amazing.
so just trying to make it a kind of a dangerous environment to be in, right? So you want to kind of get rid of him.
Totally.
I'd love to talk to the music guys and get right at the Valkyries playing as the incoming and dropping off callers.
Some smell-o-vision as well would be great.
Yeah.
This, yeah.
Yeah. This is the first free-to-play game with smell-o-vision.
And so some of the other guys we're trying to do is, I think to that thread that we're talking about and Daniel was referencing earlier, we don't want to just create a bunch of new enemies that just shoot you in the face all the time and hide and cover. We want enemies that are going to interact with their teammates.
Sure.
And they're going to create a bit more of a challenge. So that's kind of where this MOA came from. So he launches these goo projectiles that create these hazards on the ground, which is, I think, similar to one of the community designs. And these, if you stand in it, slow you down, but you can shoot them to destroy them. Or you can jump over it if you're
Agile
inclined.
ninja, like Daniel is on his shirt today.
So the idea with this guy is he obviously by himself he's not much of a challenge, but imagine him with some rushers and quadrupeds and some ancients running after you. Suddenly you're slowed down and it's made the other AI a lot more dangerous to deal with.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nanite Mole. Okay, this guy's pretty badass. So he shoots these clouds of nanites around that kind of hover in the environment. And you can see this runner here has a cloud on him. And the nanites, when they're on infested, make them armored. So now the cloud disappears, so he's no longer armored.
Cool.
Holy.
If I go
cool.
close to one of these clouds, it will, or him, now I've got the cloud on me, it might be hard to see there.
I can see it, yep.
The idea eventually is that it would really make your screen obscured and hard to see, so you don't want to have one of these clouds on you. And it also reduces your armor while it's on you. So,
Oh my god.
and if I'm near other Tenno, it will actually go to them as well. So it'll kind of infect me and then get past to other Tenno, making it really quite a dangerous support unit.
Everyone runs away from the infected guy.
Pretty much. Pretty much. So again, he's not that dangerous by himself, but at the back of a crowd, if he's buffing up other infested with his armor, it could make him quite dangerous.
Certainly.
And okay, this is one of my favorites. This is a new ancient type. I call him a past ancient.
Ew.
And I think, do we show the concept for this guy yet? Maybe we could pop
No,
him up real
let's
quick.
get
Yeah.
Let's get a
throw it
concept
quick.
up first.
Concept art, yeah.
And so the idea with this guy is he's supposed to be really pussy and gross and diseased and sick.
You're making me
And
ill.
so as you're shooting him,
That's
he's
awesome.
going to be spewing off this disgusting pustules that will then grow
Gross.
into spawn pods that will create more infested. So the idea being that he's a really dangerous guy to really fill with a lot of bullets. And you want to be quite careful when you're attacking him.
That
So
makes me
I'll show
want
you
to
real
barf.
quick.
I feel like a bit
So as
too
I
OP.
shoot him,
Please nerf.
he creates these spawn pods.
Oh my god.
And then if you don't take out the spawn pods fast enough, he creates much more infested here.
Oh my god.
So again, he'll be quite dangerous by himself, and none of these guys are balanced yet, so I haven't looked at their hit points or their armor ratings or anything like that. So obviously he'll be a lot more tough to kill there than he is right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is Tom's dream world. Remember? This is Tom's special.
Here I can be a badass.
Yeah. Where Tom is unstoppable in his.
This last guy is, I mean, we have a concept for this guy too, I think. The diseased guy?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So this guy has, it's another ancient, and the idea is that he has these little crawly
that
things
concept, yeah.
sort
That
of
is so cool.
crawling around inside his
Yeah,
abdomen.
yeah.
And when he gets close to you, he'll kind of grab his rib cage and tear it open. And these crawlers will kind of spew it onto the ground. And then they'll rush you and attack you. And so I have kind of a quick prototype of that here, where he'll spawn little mini quadrupeds, and they'll kind of rush around me. and then they'll get on top and they'll grab you.
Oh, I love it.
And let me get rid of him now.
Chihuahua
Now the
barking.
more crawlers you have on you, the slower you move.
Sure. Oh my god.
But if I roll, they'll get knocked off. But if they
Yeah.
get knocked off, they're not killed yet.
So they run after you.
So after you knock them off a few times, they'll die. But your best bet really is to use your powers or some. If you have really good aim, you can shoot them.
Right.
I got lucky that time.
Yeah. This is Tom's dream world where anything is possible.
Can your allies shoot them off of you?
I'm going to say yes. We'll try and get that working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right
so-
now, I don't think they can.
Allies should be able to shoot these off of you, is what
Absolutely.
was just asked
Yeah.
off mic. Now, I mean, in chat, questions are going by right now. How is this going to work in Exterminate? How is this going to work in mission types where enemy count matters or all these things? And I mean, these are the challenges you guys face at the end of the day to actually make this all.
Yeah, and well, that's something we're going to have to work out.
Yeah.
Obviously, if these guys are creating a lot more enemies in the level, we're going to have to increase that amount of guys that you have to kill, right? If you initially had to kill 100 guys and maybe he
Like the
spawns in
actual
another 5,
value will
yeah,
go up
maybe
by
value
whatever
goes
was
up.
created.
Yeah, I think that's probably the easiest way to go, but we still have to decide that these are like still very early prototype stages. That these the pus and the disease
spitter
guys.
out,
So
yeah.
Yeah.
we still have to work on that. For some guys, like I know the who's it? The Grenier Seekers, is it? They throw the little balls
Yes.
out. So those balls are actually little agents, and we make them.
Heartbreaking. The drum roll.